What's going on, guys? Welcome in, welcome in. Man, we got an interesting one today. So, I got reached out to by somebody who has a pretty cool set. Um, Man, it's interesting because, like, how do you even sell a set? What's the best way to figure out what things are worth? It's tough. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to take the information that I have and I'm going to show you guys how you'd look this up. So, the set, I believe, is 2000 SP. And the set itself, I've got the photos in front of me. It is game floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to look that up. Yep, and that's exactly what they look like, right? So we're going to look at solds. Now, this particular one, the person who reached out to me, they got the complete set, which is kind of cool. But just to go through and look, you can see a gem 10, which these do not gem often. That's the reason that's going to be a little more valuable. But you can see Peja Stojakovic sold for like $5, $10. Karl Malone sold for 55. Yeah, but it's this one right here, just so we're on the same page. Game Floor Edition, so I think Game Floor is enough. So as we're scrolling through, you can see the Kobe's worth quite a bit at 125. This individual also has, I mean, they've got all of them. They've got the Michael Jordan. They've got all of them. We're just gonna look through, but yeah, you can see Kobe sells for like $90 raw. I don't think you have any duels. I'm just looking through this list. But yeah, so they're worth a few bucks each. You can see the Michael Jordan's probably going to be your most valuable. Kobe's going to be your second most valuable. The Michael Jordan graded went for 177.50. I'd assume it's worth 125 to 150. I guess a raw one sold for $86. So maybe it's closer to $80. I think if this was my set, I would put them all up. Ooh, there's also a Shaquille O'Neal. Very cool. Yeah, looking through these names, a lot of good names. Kevin Garnett's in there, etc. But I might do the complete set of these and put it up for $500-600 and see what happens. Maybe even start at $1,000. The tough part is, and I'm just going to show you this. When we're looking these up, right? So you just want to make sure if you're looking for recent comps, you click sold items. It's going to be your first thing. And then up here, we're going to click on sports memorabilia fan shop, just so we're in sports cards. But you can see lots of different complete sets. And what we're going to do is I'm going to type in insert, because that's what these are. They're inserts. And they're definitely worth a few bucks. So just to kind of show you different ways you can set them all out like this. What I would do personally is I would put them like this at first so that people can see them, and then I would take additional photos of each card, preferably front and back, but at least the fronts. And you could do them in groups of 9 or something like that to make it a little easier, since it is a 60 card set. But you definitely want to make sure Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, any of the big time all time greats, Chris Webber, you could do front and back, make sure that looks really good. Kevin Garnett. I mean, this is a great set. It's a great set because SP is a great set. I'm trying to see somebody who's done a good. So here's an insert set, but again, we're going to go look at the original listing. Oh, okay, cool. So they actually did a pretty good job. You can see they laid them all out and then took pictures of all of them. So something like that, so that way people could see them. The other thing I would do is, as of now, you have these inside of an Ultra Pro. I would take them out of the Ultra Pros and put them into penny sleeves and top loaders. Depending on how these look, it might even be worth grading these. If you want to talk about this more, you can give me a call, because it looks like you've got 2 Kobe's. It's actually kind of sick. How's there 2 Kobe's in this set? It's a very interesting complete set as I'm looking through it, because yeah, Allen Iverson's in this set, Gary Payton, man, Jason Kidd, Karl Malone. Yeah, two Kobe's, 2 Kevin Garnett's. Looks like 2 Latrell Sprewells. I'm not sure why we need 2 Latrell Sprewells, but you just got Scottie Pippen, etc. But yeah, I would guess that this set's probably worth around 1,000, like 500 to 1,000. Again, I'm ballparking it because it's tough. But the Kobe's are each worth 100. The Jordan's worth 100, plus or minus. Again, you could potentially grade those if you wanted to see if they'd get more value. But hopefully this helps a little bit. If you want to have a call and I could talk you through more. But yeah, it's tough because they don't have hard value, meaning there's not a bunch of recently solds on these. This is the closest to recently solds. It's just these. And you can see, like, even the Shaq, probably sold for, when it lines through it, it means it sold for less. So it could have sold for like 40, 50 bucks. Let's see here. Yeah. I mean, the duels are cool. Kobe, Kevin Garnett. But yeah, Marcus Fizer. I mean, even some of the off guys are 4 or 5 bucks. So, yeah, I don't know. But you can see here, if Kobe grades well, that's a 10, which means the card has to be in near perfect condition. $374, but you have to have a very, very good condition one. But you can see the duel, which I didn't see if you had duels, but $275 in a PSA 8, which is, I think, getting a PSA 8 or 9 is definitely within the realm of possibility. The Jordan sold for $170. I've seen the Jordan sell for anywhere between $80 and $170, so it really just kind of depends. Hopefully this helps a little bit. $124 for the Jordan. So again, the Jordan's worth 100-ish, Kobe's worth 100-ish, and you got a couple Kobe's, so it's a decent set. You got some cool stuff in this set. But yeah, let me know if you have other questions. Again, I might post it on eBay, post all of them, all 60, take some really good photos, and put it up for around 1,000 or best offer and see what kind of offers you get. Reach out, let me know. Talk soon.